Every year I'm here, and every year NetSuite creates something new. This year, last year was the AI improving. Now is AI centric. So what do you think about it and what you can talk about?
Yeah, it's good to see you again, Gigi. Always good to catch up with you. Yeah, you're right. I think we started the AI journey last year, talking to our customers. I think this year, it's the biggest set of announcements we've had for the last 27 years, arguably, with NetSuite Next, AI across the product. When I've been talking about it, I think one of the things I've found most exciting is the breadth of the AI that we're offering. So from Ask Oracle in NetSuite to the MCP server, to the announcements we've made on the Suite Cloud platform. So I kind of like to think a bit about it as kind of AI for everyone. There's something there for all of our customers.
Yeah, I've heard Ivan Goldberg, the CEO of the company, talk about AI is not just an opportunity, is a need for the business. This is a game changer. And now we are focused on AI, but NetSuite is a process, a very focused process solution. So what does it mean for you improving the AI and put the AI everything?
Yeah,
everywhere.
AI everywhere. That's right. I think the important thing is that what we're saying quite firmly with our AI is certainly from a product perspective, we're embedding it into our core workflows and our business processes. We want to make sure that our customers can use it and take advantage of it in terms of efficiency, automation, all of those good things. But I also think, particularly with the likes of MCP and some of the other things that we've spoken about, there's really a bigger opportunity for AI and the things that our customers can do. So that's really important.
Okay, we have seen the NetSuite Next. Okay, so you are working on it, but NetSuite is a live solution. Here in September, was presented the new solution. Every 3-6 months you make new releases, and you are focused on very specific needs of the company.
Yep.
Hearing the needs is a good opportunity for you, and I want to know something about it.
Yeah, and obviously we're investing in AI, but that doesn't mean we're not investing in the rest of the suite. So I think Alison today in the keynote, in the product keynote, spoke about many advancements in the operations side of NetSuite, which demonstrates our commitment to making sure that NetSuite, across different types of business, we're still delivering features. We still do our 2 releases per year with updates and enhancements, and that's going to continue. I think the highlight clearly has been AI, but there's still continued investment across the suite.
And let's talk about user experience, because the user experience was always frictionless in the past. Now it's changing because you can interact in a human way.
Yeah.
So what do you think about it?
Yeah, so I think that's really, really important. I think, with modern technology, one of the things that is always a challenge is user adoption. So we put a lot of effort into our UI and, how users interact with NetSuite, because they've got to enjoy that experience. And I think if I cast my mind back over the last 2 years, a lot of CFOs and people in businesses have been saying to me, James, wouldn't it be great if we could ask questions, ask natural language how we can do something, and to see that come alive in NetSuite is great. To be able to say, can I create me a balance sheet NetSuite, create me an operational cash flow report, show me my sales figures. I think that really is the user experience that people are expecting, and we see across many other areas of technology.
I've seen a lot of demo also in demo area, but also in the keynotes about specific needs. I think the price is dropping or something else, or an HR has a problem
Yep.
to make the value of the company. So these needs are business needs,
Yeah.
but the business needs are changing every time.
Yeah.
So now the business people can use the platform, because it's not just a solution, it's a platform,
Yeah.
in a way they need to solve the problem. So this is a different from the past.
It is, yeah. I mean, we saw some great examples today, of looking at, stock levels and, demand for products going viral. I think that's a great example of combining NetSuite data with the power of a large language model. You're going to get insights into your business that you probably never were able to do before without a lot of manual processes. So it really is an evolution. And I think one of the things that we've kind of addressed is, how do we automate processes, which is great. That AI lends itself to that very well, but also then how we can combine the power of large language models to bring in other information that's really important in the business decision-making process. And I think that's a really great benefit and something we've not been able to do before in NetSuite.
Yeah, and the other thing that you have focused on, not just with one large language model, but a lot of range, okay? Mm-hmm. And it's changing because yep. Every week we saw that something new is coming. Yeah. So it's a different way to approach the business, because we don't know the future what we can use it. So, yep. But the solution is there, the data is there, mm-hmm. It's always there, and also you can use and you can introduce on your business the unstructured data coming from somewhere.
Exactly.
So it's different because you can make a decision as well that you need. So because you have a wide range of information. So. For you, what does it mean?
Well, I think, again, I go back to the point that, finance teams and businesses, they want to focus on how they grow and scale their business and how they can be profitable. They don't want to get caught on, some of the more routine tasks. So I think it's really given people the opportunity to, look forward and plan and, try and stop problems before they happen. And again, that's really where finance teams and businesses want to be. They don't want to be looking back; they want to be looking forward. So I think, the introduction of these kind of technologies is enabling that, and I think that's really exciting.
And then it's important also the connection with all the data. I saw Claude, there's a connection with Claude, Gemini, and so on. Yep. But also for the other side, so. You can use also in the past Salesforce for something. So, correct. So this is an ecosystem. So when we talk about a platform, it's a real platform.
Yeah, well, it is. I think one of the things, even when we launched, NetSuite, 27 years ago, the extensibility, the scalability of our platform has always been hugely important. I think now with AI, as you quite rightly point out, customers may be using, another application to be able to bring that data, marry it with NetSuite and apply AI over the top is hugely powerful. And, I think Brian, or Patrick mentioned it this morning, that kind of composable nature of how we can join applications together with MCP and other tools is hugely powerful. So we're going to have some customers doing that. We'll have some other customers using NetSuite in a slightly different way. But I think, for our announcements, what was important for me is that there's something for all of our customers to take advantage of.
Yeah, and we are entering in the agentic era. Mm-hmm. So it is another complication, another layer above solution data, AI, and so on. So what do you think about it?
Yeah, so the announcements we've made about agentic AI are great. I think we will produce our own agents, of course we will, to do certain things, but again I think the flexibility to be able to create your own agents to do things that are very specific to your business is going to be hugely powerful. One of the things that we've seen again this week is our huge network of partners. They'll be developing solutions on our platform too, which I think will only benefit our customers.
And the last question is about, NetSuite is a process company, so it's very focused on process. Now it's very focused on data, because data-driven company, and so now AI. What's next?
What's next? What a great question, the $6 million question. I think what's next for us really is to continue to kind of help and educate our customers on AI. I think, there's been such an explosion, you know this as well as anyone, AI is everywhere. I think, our job and our next job is to transform all of this into continued business value for the customer. It's like drinking from the fire hose is the term we have. There's lots of stuff for people to consider in their running their businesses. So I think part of what's next for us is to make sure that we apply those technologies to our customers and help them on their journey. Because I think one thing we'll see is different levels of maturity between our customers. So it's how we help them in each phases of those maturity to gain the most out of the technology.
I said the last question is the second time today that I said the last question, but there's another one. You have not mentioned the partner. Partners are very important. If you go around, down or back on this wall, we found a very big names. They are here. We have now set the bill agreement. So it's the most important thing for growing NetSuite, or not?
Yeah, look, our partners are really important to us, and you can see on the show floor just how many of them are here and supporting us, and it's been a massive part.
A lot of crowd around.
Absolutely, and I think again, one of the most exciting announcements that I think we've made this week is our Suite Cloud developer platform and the AI capabilities that we're pushing. We're doing some great things. Our partners continue to do great things, and actually allowing them to do AI, and particularly within our secure environment, I think is huge. So I think with their help, with the things that we're doing, our customers can only benefit. So, they're a massive important part of what we do.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome.